Thank you so much for checking out Tea and a Butty on YouTube. For exclusive content, please consider becoming a patron. Details are in the link of this video's description, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hello, and welcome to the Tea and a Butty podcast. I'm Dominic.
And I'm Erica.
Today's episode's going to be about same words and different meanings in the UK and the US.
Yeah. I don't know how many
Yeah.
of these... Yeah. I don't know how many of these...
We've probably done a few of these
are.
before, haven't we?
I don't know. I don't know that we have. I mean, we've done languagey things before, and we've talked about things that have a different word.
Yeah.
You know, same item, but different name.
Different meaning. Oh, well, different name. Yeah, I suppose so.
Like nappy versus diaper.
Yeah.
Eggplant versus aubergine. But I really do not think we've done this before. So correct us if we're wrong, which I'm sure you
Well, we're doing it now.
Yeah. Okay.
The first one. I've got a list of
this
like
is
I
your
think
list,
8.
so
I've got a list of
going
8
with the flow.
Here. The first one is purse.
Purse. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in the okay, so you want me to say like what it means in the US, and then you can say
yes.
So in the US, obviously, you guys living in America know when we say purse, we mean a woman's handbag. Yeah.
Yeah.
We might also call it a tote, or usually it's just a purse. My purse or my bag, you know. But in the UK,
it's basically a woman's wallet.
A woman's wallet?
Yeah, no, you don't call a man's called a wallet. It's very, like, classy. If a woman's got a purse, got my purse. My purse has been stolen from my bag.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's something that was in her bag that was holding credit cards, money, you know.
Yeah. But I'm thinking of that episode of Friday Night Dinner where the grandma gives them each a pound coin in a purse.
Yeah, it's in a purse.
They were calling it a purse, though.
Yeah, it's in a purse. Because it's got money in it. A handbag has got everything in it.
But you just said it's only
purse...
called a purse if it's a woman's, and it's called a wallet if
that
it's
was
a
the
man.
joke.
Oh.
She's giving it to it in a purse, and they're like, wallet, you know?
But it's the same item.
It's the same sort of item, yeah. I mean, you know, I don't know if they, you know, I don't know if there's like, you know, there's distinction, but yes, I mean, it's kind of like one of those, it's a kind of sexist term now, I guess would be called, you know, to say, oh, that's she's got her purse and the man's got his wallet.
But it's the same thing.
It's the same thing, yeah.
Okay, so what I don't know if Dominic made clear is that when he says a purse, he is talking about the item that in America we call a coin purse.
Coin purse, yeah.
Yeah.
Coin or money.
Which is just like a little pouch that kind of, I don't know what you call that kind of opening.
Yeah, it
just like...
I used to have one.
It like clips together and...
It's so, yeah.
It doesn't have a zip. It doesn't have a... I guess sometimes they can have a zip, can't they? But usually it's just like... Aren't they called like, something with a ball? They're called a ball clasp.
A ball clasp, yeah. Ball clasp. Yeah. That's it, yeah.
And it just clips together like that.
Yeah.
You know, it's a coin purse in America, but they call it a purse. That's what they call in Britain a purse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's still called a purse when a woman's got it. And it's wallet and car keys and, car keys, wallet and credit cards and, you know, whatever, and money in there, you know, paper money.
Yeah.
They'd still say, oh, I've got to get my purse out of my bag.
Because
I've had my purse stolen from my bag.
Right, because
you know? What
we would in America call a purse, you guys would call a handbag, probably, right?
Handbag, yeah.
Handbag,
it's woman. Yeah, that's what they call it. It's your handbag. You know?
Yeah.
Handbags at dawn.
Okay, I hope we're making this clear for you guys, and we're not just like confusing the issue even more.
It's a woman's wallet. It's like.
But a wallet, but you know what a wallet to us is? Like my wallet, for instance. Yeah, your wallet is what we... Okay, we're getting very technical. No, your wallet is what... I don't know if... I mean, it's called a wallet, yeah. But your style of wallet, we would also call a billfold.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Because
you
it
have
folds.
a lot of you have a lot of like technical names for it. Then.
Because it folds
so it's
like
just
that.
a wallet.
Because mine is also called a wallet, but it's just like this. It's just a long straight one that zips up.
And that would be a purse.
Is that called a purse?
Yes, that's called a purse.
Oh, I thought it was just
it's a purse if it belongs to a woman. It's basically what it is. It could be but it's like it.
But
it
it's
looks...
not a handbag. You don't use the word purse to describe a handbag, right?
No.
Okay.
No, you're talking about the thing that's in your handbag.
Yeah.
That you take out. It's got the money in it, and it's got coins in the bit of it, and it's got your ID and stuff.
Yeah.
That's the purse.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean it's kind of designed.
That's
you wouldn't
funny.
find you would never find a man taking that around because it's not compact enough.
Yeah.
A man's usually got a fold-up wallet, goes in his back pocket. I don't know why. Why would you put your wallet in the back pocket?
So I would call that a wallet, mine, and then the man's is the billfold because it's like folded.
Yeah, but in Britain it would be the man's got a wallet, you've got a purse in your handbag.
Yeah, but
you call your purse.
I really wonder, and we're getting like off topic now with this thought, but I really wonder because so many men carry bags now. They carry shoulder bags or
the man bag is what they call it now. Yeah,
backpacks or whatever. And surely they put you think they still keep their wallet in there because you're not like a bag carrier, really?
Oh God, no! I couldn't do it. But I mean, at the end of the day, you were talking about this. One day you was thinking, why do we have this? Why are women expected to carry this huge thing around? And it's like. It's not. You just do. No, you just have.
I just had this epiphany one day, walking home, walking up to the front door, and I was with my mom.
You were looking for your keys.
I was with my mom, and she and I just said to her, "Why do we have this?
Why have we got this?
Why we got this? Yeah, because it's just like." Why do I need to carry around a bag filled with crap all the time? Men don't do it.
Well, men do. Well, obviously some of them do, but they've got their laptops in it or something like that. It's like it's man stuff.
They do now. They do now.
Got my man bag. I've got my laptop in it.
They do now because I appreciate that. Then I can give you crap to because you give me crap, don't you?
I give you crap.
You go. Put my keys in your bag.
I don't
put my sunglasses in your bag.
Sunglasses,
yes, I carry around your sunglasses.
You do. You're my PA. You carry around everything. You're just like, okay, just take that for me. It's like people try to give me stuff, and I'm just like, hand it to my PA. Sorry, I don't carry change, darling. I don't carry change though. I hate carrying change because I used to in my wallet. But I'm going to call it a purse now. In my wallet.
Yeah.
Because it had a zip for coins, but my one in America doesn't. It just carries bills and cards and IDs and stuff. So every time I get change, I'm like, oh God, I have to put it in my... it's fine if I'm wearing jeans because it doesn't really fall out. Yeah. But if I'm wearing like these like linen pants that I've got on now, I sit down in the car and it goes out everywhere. That's why, people go, why is there so much change in people's cars? Why are they all over the thing? It's because they shove it in their pocket and it falls out when they're driving. It's just all over the friggin' shop.
Yeah.
And people chuck it out on the...
I don't know why they don't make coin pouches on a lot of men's wallets.
They used to, but... apparently not over here.
Yeah.
I was looking for one when I first got here and I was like, I can't find it.
They do, but
I hate carrying change
not...
around. Because change goes everywhere. Change is annoying, Coins, anyway. Moving along.
Yes.
After that rant about...
rant over.
Solicitor.
Yeah. So in America, solicitor is someone who is going door to door and leaving flyers on your door or knocking on your door and trying to sell you something.
Yeah. Because, it's funny because when I first got here, I don't think I understood the change in the word, So when we went to an office building, there was a sign saying no solicitors.
On the outside of the office that I used to work in, on the door. That's funny. I don't think you ever told me that. We had a sign that said no soliciting. No soliciting or no solicitors?
Solicitors.
Yeah.
No solicitors it was.
Yeah.
And I was just like, what, no solicitors are allowed in here? I think I did say to you, and I was like, what, you mean no solicitors? And you were like, yeah, no solicitors. You know, people, you know. And then I think you
sell you things.
Been trying to say, and I said, no, that's not a solicitor. A solicitor's like a lawyer, a legal person. Because that's what they call them. They say it now in Britain, call my lawyer and stuff, because, you know, Americanisms are just coming in. But solicitor, it's what, I've got to get in touch with my solicitor.
Yeah.
I've got to get in touch with the solicitor. You know? And, you know, solicitor is like a lawyer.
I wonder why. Do you have any history on any of this?
I don't actually have any history. I just looked up from theculturetrip.com, you know, the different words. I mean, because, you know, to jog my memory, I was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just a term to refer, I guess, like, you know, they solicit your legal... Because, you know, have you got a problem?
Yeah.
You know, but they don't do it like they do over here, you know, like, call my lawyer and all this kind of stuff, you know.
You are soliciting their advice, right? Isn't that
yes. So, yeah, it's a little bit like you're soliciting legal advice from them, but they're soliciting a problem from you because they need, you know, it's like, you've got a legal problem, have you? Oh, you've stole a car, but you actually didn't, and you're in jail. Whatever, you know, it's just like, oh, you know, you're getting sued or whatever, you know.
Yeah, because I think Dominic and I watch a lot of period dramas. I'm sure you guys know that. If you listen to our podcast. No, it is. I'm sure in some of these period dramas that we've seen, they use the word solicitor.
Yeah.
Which tells me that we must have used it in this country at some point. So what I want to know is when and why did it change to lawyer?
Yeah.
You know, we'll have to look that up. If somebody listening knows, let us know. Inform us.
It may have changed at some point when people were just like, well, we're not going to be using the word solicitor anymore because people are out here... Because solicitation was a crime, wasn't it? Well,
solicitation is prostitution.
It's prostitution, yeah. So people, it's like, oh, I'm going to get my solicitor. It's like, you're talking about a prostitute, you know? So maybe that's what
I don't know
like,
when that became a word for prostitution. You know what I mean?
It seems like an old-fashioned word for prostitution, solicitation. It's like a nice word, isn't it? It doesn't want to say prostitute, you know? It's
I guess
polite
so.
company. So, well, she was out and she was arrested for solicitation because she's trying to solicit, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just strange, you know.
Yeah.
The next one, anyway, is jumper.
Jumper.
Yeah. What would that say to you?
Yeah, so the first usage, obviously, well, the only usage you really think of, is an outfit, a woman's one-piece outfit.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, my jumper. So you can say that for...
I thought that was a romper.
No, a romper usually is shorts. So it's a one-piece outfit that you just pull on. It's all attached, the top and the bottoms, but it's shorts.
Yeah.
And it's a jumper or a jumpsuit. It's a jumpsuit, but you can also call it a jumper if it's pants.
Yeah.
Pants and a top. Yeah. Why, what usage did you think?
Jumper. Well, apparently, I thought there was just no term for it, really. But apparently, according to the Culture Trip, it's the American definition is a person who commits suicide by jumping from a high point or a bridge or something.
That was
it's a jumper. We have a jumper.
We have a jumper. Yeah, that was the other usage I was thinking of. Yeah, but to me, when I hear jumper, I automatically think clothes because I'm just like that.
and in England and Britain, it refers to an article of clothing, a sweater, basically, is what it is.
Yeah.
A jumper.
And why?
I don't know what the etymology of that is.
I mean, a sweater makes more sense, doesn't it? Because you have it on and it's you might get a bit sweaty because it's usually thick.
I think the only
warm.
Explanation I can think of is you put on a jumper and you start jumping, you know. You can jump in it, you know.
Maybe.
It's
it's like a sweatshirt.
You know, jump it on, you know.
Yeah. You jump around in it.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea. Obviously, we did our research for this one, so let us know if you know where any of these words actually come from. Why we say one thing and they say another thing. Why we say
one thing and what? Yeah, it's just...
Yeah.
The next one is first floor.
Oh yeah. So
we have disagreements about this.
Well, yeah, we do.
I mean, I can see how it makes sense.
Okay, so let's say first of all, again, this is another thing we've mentioned in another podcast. This specific word, the first floor in America. For those of you not in America, is the first floor. It's the first one. When you walk into a building, a multi-story building, or even just a 2-story building, when you walk in there, the floor that you walk into is the first floor. If you go up the stairs, if you take an elevator up to the 2nd floor, the 3rd floor, the 4th floor, etc., etc., the first floor is what you in Britain call
the ground floor.
The ground floor, which also makes sense.
Because I mean, there's the basement, then there's the ground floor, because you're on ground. Then the second one is the first floor, because that's the first floor you go up to, you know?
Yeah, but that doesn't make any sense to what I'm standing on when I walk in the door.
It's the ground floor.
It's the ground. You know, to make things even more confusing, in America, when you're in, I'm particularly thinking about my grandmother's doctor's office when I used to take her all the time. The ground floor in an elevator in America is often
underground.
So
it's like, because in Britain
it's the ground floor, I guess, because you're in the ground on that floor. I don't know. Yeah.
No, it's funny because you go in a hotel elevator maybe. Which lift, whatever, hotel lift or elevator. And, you see the buttons and stuff, and you'll see like a G, which means ground floor.
Yeah.
But I think it's mostly L you'll see over here, isn't it? L for lobby. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, they've taken away that whole thing right there. It's just like lobby. It's not first floor. But you'll see lobby and then 1, 2, 3, and 4. Or maybe it's L and then 2 and then 3 and then 4. I don't know. I can't remember. I don't think I've been in many hotels over here, but...
I think you're right. Maybe it is L and then 1. But I just now thought of the reason why it's L and not G in America. Because G would be garage.
That's right,
Usually
it wouldn't be like basement level,
garage.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think if I don't know.
It would stand for like garage, meaning a parking garage.
A parking garage, Which is just like, I mean... Parking, P, it would be P.
P,
in Britain, parking,
Yeah, sometimes it's P too, I guess.
And I mean, the basement is like,
It's all very confusing.
It's very confusing.
Just don't travel, basically.
Just don't travel, don't press any buttons in the elevator.
Never go anywhere, and you won't be confused.
And you'll be fine. Just get in the elevator and let someone else push the buttons.
And whichever floor you end up on, just go with it.
Just go with it. Okay, the next one is fancy dress. Fancy dress.
We don't use that in America. Okay. If someone said, I mean, we don't use it as a thing. But if someone said, this and the attire for this party is fancy dress, I would assume that would mean we've got to get dressed up. We've got to wear fancy
dresses
clothes,
are fancy.
Ball gowns, like black tie. Usually you would say black tie, but if someone said fancy, I would assume it means for me to look fancy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking sparkly jewelry, like evening gown.
Sparkly gowns, tuxedos, that like prom wear.
Yeah.
Really, In the UK, it means costume party.
Yeah. Which is just what we would say in America. Costume party.
I mean, it's like, you get dressed up as like a famous figure or something. If someone goes, "Oh, it's fancy dress."
Yeah.
If you said that in the UK, people would assume, "Oh, I've got to think of someone to go as now."
Yeah.
And but if someone said to you, "Oh, it's a fancy dress ball," and to someone who didn't know in the US, they'd come as some famous figure, or like a Halloween type thing. You
mean if somebody in the U.S. said, "Oh yeah, and it's fancy. Be sure you dress fancy dress."
Yeah. It's fancy.
We just wouldn't say that though, so you wouldn't really get confused over here.
I used to go to fancy dress parties as a kid all the time, and school would have it's a fancy dress party, and it's like fancy dress meaning dress up as like a potato or like a costume.
But I mean,
party.
in America, if we were talking about evening attire, we would say it's black tie.
Yes, yeah. Black tie.
So you wouldn't.
And I think they say that in Britain too. It's like, it's a black tie affair.
So you really wouldn't have the confusion coming this direction. We would never say on an invitation or even just telling somebody.
Or maybe even if formal dress.
Formal attire.
Formal attire, formal dress.
Yes, it would be like that. We would
dress
never.
Uniform.
We would never go. It's fancy to shindig. It's fancy dress.
Sounds like y'all are fancy.
Yeah. You wouldn't really get that confusion over here. But in Britain, if it was an American going to Britain and got an invitation to a thing, fancy dress, then definitely Americans are going to go, oh, crap.
They'd wear their ball gown and they'd be like, and who have you come as? And he'd be like, me? Who have you come as? It's like, oh, you look like, what's her name? I'll get it in a minute. Who are you? Who are you supposed to be?
Yeah.
Me?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, we would just be like, oh, fancy dress. That must be what they
and everybody
call,
else is like dressed up as like, Winston Churchill or John Lennon or a potato. Because we do like potatoes in Britain.
People often dress
and you'd
like
be the
potatoes.
most popular costume there because we love potatoes.
Oh my god.
The next one is bird.
And obviously in America this is multiple meanings.
Is it?
No! I was being sarcastic. Get out!
No.
Get out!
Is it? Really?
Bird in America means a bird, the animal. Chirp, chirp. Yeah, I do not know of another usage, I don't think.
Yeah. It's kind of, it's an old-fashioned term now, I think. I don't think many people use it anymore unless they're kind of like, old-fashioned people.
Yeah.
It means like woman, girl.
Like saying chick.
It's like saying chick, yeah. It's like, it's somewhat derogatory, they say now.
Yeah.
Because, like, chick is derogatory too, because... it was used up in the north a lot in the 60s, and a couple of birds, but it was kind of like down south as well, it's like, we'll get a couple of birds, we'll go dancing, it'll be all right,
Yeah.
Get a couple of birds back here,
I mean, don't you wonder where that came from? Like, why and when did men start calling women birds?
Because they look pretty. Birds look pretty, don't they? Look, birds. You see a bird,
guess,
and they're always just out of reach.
God, but birds are male and female.
Yeah, I know a couple of birds. Because men are like peacocks, I suppose.
I guess
because they're always peacocking. There's a couple of birds over there. Yeah, a couple of birds. Yeah, get a couple of birds. Pull a couple of birds, pull the birds, Maine.
But if you're British and you're listening, let us know if you hear anybody say birds still.
To refer to a woman, he's like, oh, he's got his bird. His bird is over there, yeah.
Yeah.
That's his bird, that's,
Yeah. I associate it like very 1960s.
It's 60s, but I heard it growing up as a kid too, people would say, oh, his bird,
Yeah.
And I'd know what they meant, It was kind of like all over Britain. By that point, but I don't think anyone ever says it because it's like it's somewhat derogatory. Women don't like it or whatever. It's just kind of like thing. But I never really thought of it as derogatory. I thought it was like code word. It was probably a code word, like when men were talking. It's like, oh, his bird's over there. Don't
Yeah.
and then it just became like that.
Yeah.
It sounds like it came from like a Cockney rhyme sound. I don't know. I haven't checked this up yet, so.
Yeah.
Or checked it out, so.
Checked it up.
Checked it out. Birds.
I haven't checked it up yet.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, moving along. Braces.
Braces, yeah. In America, for anybody who does not know, braces are the metal things that go in your teeth. Yeah.
Yes.
to fix your teeth, to straighten your teeth. Usually kids or teenagers wear them to straighten their teeth. Yeah.
Yeah.
But in Britain...
They are suspenders. They are what hold up your trousers.
What in America we call suspenders.
Suspenders, yeah. Suspenders to hold up your, hold up trousers or skirts, often sported by older generations, It's like... Who wears braces anymore when belts are the thing?
Yeah.
It's like people wearing these. I remember I used to have braces as a kid too.
Oh yeah.
Funny enough, what do we call mouth braces? I think they say mouth braces.
They just still say.
Or they just say braces.
Yeah.
Because nobody wears those anymore. If you see a man wearing braces, you're like, what, did you just step out of the 1940s or what?
I have to say that I absolutely love the look of suspenders on a guy. I love that look.
On a guy of a certain, build. Because
well, yeah.
Yes, because, sometimes it doesn't work. You see, the big guys wearing,
Yeah.
suspenders, and it's just that's just... No.
It's holding their pants up.
It's holding their pants up,
Serving a function, okay?
Yeah, because
I really like that look, though. Paul McCartney was wearing it for a while.
Yeah, with the rolled up shirts. It's just like, oh yeah, I've just come home from the office.
Under his jackets. Yeah, I like it. It's kind of
jacket.
I think it's kind of. I think they're quite sexy. I like them. Not like in the
like suspenders, right? Are a woman's thing to men. Stockings and suspenders. The suspenders are keep them to the garter belt or whatever,
Yeah.
know. So that's sexy to men,
Yeah. You guys call them suspenders. What do we call them? Just garters.
Garter belts, garters, yeah.
Garter belt. No, but the things that
they've got
the garter belt is the thing that goes around
Yeah.
I think it's a garter, right?
Yeah.
The things that attach to your pantyhose.
It's a very 1940s, 50s thing, because I don't know where it came in.
Oh, God, they came in the can dancers, like the 1800s. They wore them.
Oh, was it? Yeah, but I mean, yeah, but I mean, it was like, when it was it kind of thought of as sexy.
Well, no, it was
during the 40s and 50s.
When did it become sexy? Yeah, I don't know. That's just men thinking it's sexy.
That's just damn men.
It's just functional because they didn't have.
They didn't have elastic.
They didn't have. Yeah, they didn't have elastic to keep them up, so they had to have something to keep them up, and they had to have them because you didn't have socks with your little heels back then. So that's what
socks with your little heels.
Yeah, so that's just functional. That's what kept them up. But probably what made it sexy were the can dancers.
Maybe
because they were kicking their legs up and you could see.
But it was
them
also
under
a whole
skirts.
different attitude to sex back then because it was women wore them under their skirts and they had stockings on and. It's got a flash of her suspenders, didn't I?
Yeah.
Got a flash of that bird's suspenders, yeah.
God.
I got my braces on.
Why do you talk out of the side of your mouth?
Yeah. Yeah. Because it's the blokes in the pub, that's what they do, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh,
got a flash of her suspenders, didn't I? You see?
Get out.
Anyway, moving on.
Yes. Last but not least.
Bin.
Bin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, bin can mean several things over here.
It's usually, though, according to this, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I've been married to you for too long. To me, when someone...
Too long?
If someone said bin, that was not you. That said, put it in the bin. I would look for a little, container of some sort.
Like a storage container.
Like some sort of storage container. So these cube shelves are really popular in places now.
Yeah.
They have the little bins that go into each compartment. That is what I would think of as a bin. But now I also say bin to mean the garbage bins.
Yeah.
Which are the big trash cans that we take down to the curb weekly. I would not
Chuck
say
it in the bin.
I would not say it.
Call that a wheelie bin.
Okay, so say what it means in Britain first.
It means like a trash can. A bin. A bin is any kind of trash can. Throw it in the bin means it doesn't mean a storage container or anything. It means just throw it in the trash.
Yeah.
Basically.
Any trash can.
Any trash can.
So okay, so that's what I was about to say.
That's a bin.
The little.
That's a bin. The wheel, but a bin on wheels, a wheelie bin.
A wheelie bin.
That's what they call it, a wheelie bin. Put it in the wheelie bin.
To call it that. Put it in the wheelie bin.
It's a wheelie bin because it's got two wheels and it does wheelies, you know?
No, what I was going to say is the trash cans that we have, like, in the bathroom, you know.
That's a bin.
To me, I would still call that a trash can. In the kitchen, trash can, you know. Bathroom, kitchen, those are trash cans. The ones outside, though, I would say the trash bin or take the trash bins down to the curb.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say trash.
Throw it in the trash.
I wouldn't say trash cans. Take the trash cans down to the curb. Yeah, I would say trash bins. And I don't think that that's influenced by you, but maybe it is. What do you guys, if you guys live in a city where you have trash bins that you do, you know, they come pick up weekly and you have to leave it out front of your house, do you call that a trash bin? Do you call it a trash can?
What do you call it?
What do you call it? I know it doesn't exist in every town because in the little town that I used to live in the Panhandle, they had what we would call dumpsters out in the alley. And so you just take your trash and throw it in that, and then the trash man comes down, and that is always
the trash man cometh.
Yeah.
The garbage guy, the garbage man.
Well,
that's it, everybody.
If you guys listen to our podcast on Tuesday, then you'll know that is Texas speak for it's time to go.
Right.
Well.
I've had my tea, and I've had my butty.
We're about out of time here.
Well, yeah, we are out of time, and thanks everybody for listening.
Yeah.
It's been a real pleasure making these for you. Been wonderful.
We appreciate you guys tuning in every week and leaving us ratings on whichever podcast app you're listening to us on. Listening to us on. That was correct, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you say something and it does not sound right when it's coming out of your mouth.
Wheelie bin.
If you're sharing us with your friends, we appreciate that. Just like helping us get the word out about this podcast.
Because this is the only podcast anyone should ever listen to.
Yeah.
Sod the rest of them.
Sodom.
Don't say it.
No, that's your thing. I don't say it.
You don't say it. You know what I was going to say.
We'll
just say it. Sodom and Gomorrah. Goodbye.
Goodbye.